Horseback's gotta be. There's gotta be something like primal about that. Like people have been
primal.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when the cavemen smoked cigarettes.
Maybe. Yeah. Think about how long cigarettes have been around a lot longer than you think.
Tobacco,
Ooga booga Marlboro Red.
Yeah. You guys want to plug your social media and any shows you got coming up real quick?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you can find me at Ronaldo Sucks on Instagram.
Yeah. Check out Andrew at Ronaldo Sucks on Instagram. Also, Andrew's show Wild Card will be at the Velveeta Room June 6th in Austin, Texas.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You're bringing Wild Card to Austin?
I am, yeah. Yeah, we're doing our first one at the Velveeta Room.
Nice.
It's
Like
going to be good.
Velveeta cheese?
JC Sabalo, the co-founder, he's going to be coming down. You would love some Velveeta cheese, wouldn't you?
Okay, but now you do my plugs.
Okay. You fall
Because I just did your. Yeah, I just did yours. We just did yours, so now you do mine because I helped you out with yours.
Andrew has literally nothing going on. You can catch him getting too drunk at Philadelphia open mics for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, that's good. There you go.
Yeah, I like it.
No, but hey, go check out the Wild Card of the Velveeta Room.
Bri?
That's it. June 6th.
Bri Munnich comedy. I have a lot of shows this weekend, but it'll be past by the time this comes out. But check out DJ's World Comedy. I do shows out of there. We do a monthly showcase. We do open mic every Friday.
There's a show. Dan Alten's
Dan
coming
Alten.
in May, and you, me, and him
Puts
will be
the
on
D
there.
in DJ's world.
I don't put the D in DJ's World.
No, Dan Alten does because his name begins with D.
With
Yeah,
D.
Bri
Yeah,
puts
Dan.
the J in
Yeah.
DJ's world.
Jack off.
Jew.
These Jews are always
I was like,
jacking off.
Jew.
What is DJ? Who is?
DJ's the cracked out artist that makes all the crazy art. I should be nice.
Cracked out artist. 3, 2, 1. All right.
He's he's just the guy who does the art, so we have to call it DJ's World.
Oh, instead you could just you could bleep that part out that you didn't want to say, but have it being
Oh,
Andrew
it's fine.
have it being Andrew saying Hawk Tuah. That could be your bleep. That could be your bleep.
Her belief is just
Andrew,
good.
straight into the camera. Just hawk Tuah once so we can cut to you.
Hawk Tuah.
Why'd you say like you have an accent? You
I'm
said it like.
fucking Italian now.
Yeah, that Philly accent's really rubbing off on it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, this is funny. I called up Andrew and I was like, yeah, how do you? I hope you like. You know, we were just kind of just talking about the new cities that we're living in, and he goes, just totally unprovoked. He goes, yeah. Italian people are cartoon characters.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
They are.
He goes, dude, I'm figuring out all kinds of new stereotypes. He goes, I'm figuring out there's all kinds of stereotypes that I didn't even know in my little town of St. Louis.
You want to tell them the one I said?
I don't remember. No,
About the
no.
door dashers.
No, what was it?
Oh, African people love to shit in the street there. 3, 2, 1.
What does that have to do with DoorDash?
That's a new stereotype you found out.
Yes, they all
Guys, hear 'em
Africans,
out.
all Africans do DoorDash, and then they pick up the order and they shit in the street. Every single one of them.
Every single
I
one.
thought this was about Italians.
Yeah. We took a hard turn.
All kinds of different stereotypes. He's learning.
Yeah, dude. Italians literally they think they're in The Sopranos. They wear sweatsuits. They come in. They're always talking about, now this is a good bagel over here, and I go, what are you talking about? Dude, people are so impressed by bagels there too.
Have you run into any Jersey people yet?
You
would know instantly.
Yeah, it's more Delco. That's
Because
the
they're
thing.
like, have you ever been to Jersey? And you're like, no, I haven't. And they're like, oh, you should definitely go to Jersey. And it's like, why?
Yeah.
Yeah, the high school that I went to, it was all just kids that dude,
I really hope that's on camera.
it's an audio medium. They're not even gonna see that. They won't even know. This is an
With
audio.
confidence.
This is an audio podcast.
I just love Ronaldo just dripping coffee all over my
it's
nice luxury.
Now it's like half as old.
It's perfect now.
By the way, real quick shout out to Tommy Trades for all the furniture you see in the studio here. Our first official sponsor.
Yeah, Tommy Trades does a
We
good job.
appreciate it.
Yeah, does a
Yeah.
good job.
Anytime you got a business or you're looking to clear out some old furniture or whatever, give Tommy Trades a call.
Yeah, Tommy Trades. Anytime you see an old pissed-on couch in the back alley and you go, man, I wish somebody would clean that. Tommy Trades.
Yeah, I wish somebody could sell this for me for $35. Tommy Trades.
You know, freshen it
Tommy trades. Would you trade him a blowjob job.
Yeah, I would, man. He's a fine looking fella.
Yeah, hey, you guys ever accidentally kill a woman on a couch and you need to get all the blood out of it, but you kind of want to turn a profit on it? Go to Tommy Trades. Tony Trades. Tommy, what's his name?
Fast forward to next week's episode, we're sitting on the floor like, well, they took our shit back.
Hey, you ever strangle your bitch wife, but think it would still be good for a podcast set?
Dude, it is such an Italian mob setup to be like, yeah, I'm fucking Tommy Trades. I sell furniture. Yeah, dude, you launder money. That's your laundering business.
You know what cracks me up is that next door to us is the St. Louis Business Journal. And that they're sitting there typing up articles, and in here they just hear, "You ever strangle your bitch wife?"
Dude, I heard someone get like aggressively fired this morning while I was.
I've heard that
That's
too.
hilarious.
I've heard that too.
It was so sad.
They're making cuts?
When the Battlehawks head office was right next door for a while.
Yeah.
And I had those gold microphones that you hated so much. They were so powerful, I could hear people's phone calls, and I would have to go and knock on their door and be like, "Hey, you got to go off speakerphone because I'm recording and I can hear everything everyone's saying." And then one day somebody was quitting and I could like muffled hear it, so I put on headphones and then I dialed up the microphone.
yeah.
And I was just listening to them and they're like, fuck you, fuck you.
Whoa.
They did the whole like half-baked thing. It was pretty nice.
You're spying?
Yeah,
You're
maybe.
straight spying?
He just
Right.
sits in here for
I
hours
mean-
with the microphones and headphones.
This is in the old
Yeah.
days. This is long before Bri took over.
Mood lighting.
Yeah. We're going to get intimate
I love
on
you.
Grandma's
Oh.
couch, boys.
Eavesdropping.
Guys, this is an audio medium. They don't know that the lights turned down.
No, there's a video.
Ooh, I
Those
should
videos.
tell.
There's video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's zoomed in on your crotch right now. There's
Nah.
an under.
The only view we get all week is just Megan, but it's like 96 times.
Yeah. Yeah, you like that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
rub
you
that little
fucking like that?
bean.
Yeah, you like when I flick that bean? Do you like that, dude?
Flick that bean, dude. You're gonna make me fucking
Flick
buzz.
that frijoles, bro.
Guys, I'm so glad to be back. Feels
Yeah,
nice.
I missed you guys. I really did.
I've cum on my shirt. I should have changed.
You do have,
I have actual cum on my shirt.
Is it actually cum?
No, yeah, it's cum.
It's
You
cum.
get some out, Bud
No,
Light.
no, it is. It's, you're like, Grace, I'm gonna be gone for like 4 days.
Yeah, I jerked it on the plane. It was the only way I could calm myself down.
I just see you in the. You're not even in emergency exit row. You're just in like the middle aisle. Just
Dude, great fucking day of flying for me.
you
Shit
got
was, yeah. I got to the airport at 4:15 in the morning because my flight was leaving at 6. But you know they say you're supposed to get 2 hours. You're supposed to wait 2 hours before your flight to get there to get through TSA, right? How early do you get? It's like you guys have heard that.
I go
right?
2 hours too.
They say you're supposed to get there like 2 hours before your flight, right? Am I making
yes,
that up?
Yeah, I've
I
heard
don't
that.
fly.
I have heard that.
You don't
I've
fly.
never flown.
Never?
I'm
Don't
pro
do it,
gravity.
dude. Don't do it. Don't fly.
What do you mean pro gravity?
Pro gravity.
I don't. What do you? But like.
I don't go against
Oh.
it.
It's
Oh,
because
you
you
don't
have your
terrify
own
me.
gravitational force now.
Yeah. That's my superpower. I'm the shittiest X-Man.
This shitty- That's so
I
funny.
don't-
They're trying to take off in their black jet, and it just keeps rolling down the street. And they're like, "Bri, could you? Sorry, could
Wait.
you?"
Get out.
Are you actually opposed to flying?
I just don't got money, and I'm not going nowhere. I do have issues getting passports too, and
One
that's the
day
only
if-
reaid I would fly.
If
Just
you
to, like go out of the
You have,
country.
wait, you
What?
have issues getting passports?
Too many
Pause.
people in my family have felonies. And my sister stole my identity at one point, and they think we're the same person as we kind of look
yeah.
the same. So like I have to send them all this extra paperwork, but then my mom won't send it because she's anti-flying and she's very pro-gravity. That's where I get it from.
She's anti-flying. Isn't she a witch?
Oh,
No,
but that's
no.
that's
They
organic.
fly on fucking
that's
brums.
Organic.
No,
It's
no,
organic flight.
no. What her mom is, and you want to tell it? Tell her about your
A
mom's podcast.
Big fat cunt.
Have you heard of?
You want to
okay,
know about my mom?
listen to this. You think my podcast is awesome? Wait till you hear this.
My mom has a podcast with a priest that she does to help people with their ghost problems called Father Sean's Paranormal Ministry.
Yeah, I think you told me about that.
Yeah.
I've heard about this. People
Yeah.
are making fun of your mom.
Oh, I know. I make fun of my mom for
I
it.
want to be on the podcast.
Alex looked up her website from 2008 and was reading it to me the other day. It was
Yeah,
great.
that's what she's like a medium, right?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
a psychic medium.
And your dad is.
a con man.
Yeah, that's right. So she was made to do comedy. That's right. That's
Your
what I was
dad
trying
robbed
to
a bank,
figure
right?
out.
Yeah, he robbed a bank.
That's
He robbed,
so
but
white.
for healthcare.
Oh, so he was homeless, so he robbed the bank because he knew he would go to jail and have health care. And he went and he did his crime near a good hospital, so they cured his cancer. Cured in, quotes, but he beat cancer 4 times in prison.
They cured his cancer.
Yeah, and he has new teeth. We don't even look related anymore.
Wow.
That was the
According to
only.
Alex.
So,
How
really?
much money did he steal?
Was it a
I
bad
don't know.
idea? Was it? And
No, no,
Is
it
he
was
out
smart.
now?
Yeah.
See?
He drives a milk truck.
See?
You live in fucking 1950s.
No, they have milk tankers.
That's so funny is like he's passing out pictures of the kids he abducted.
Oh, like a big milk truck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big milk.
What?
the big
Yeah,
semi.
I'm
As
a-
opposed to a little milk
little
truck?
milk truck. Like
Yeah.
a milkman.
Yeah, like a
I'm-
milkman.
he
a
only brings
milkman.
creamers. That's all he can fit. It's a
I was thinking of
Volkswagen.
the guy pulls up with the glass bottles. He gives you return the old ones, and then
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
like-
yeah.
Yeah.
I do that.
That's
I'm
where we
part of
find
the
out
milk.
Ronaldo lives and leave it to Beaver. Like he goes back to Austin, it's all in black and white.
well, I'm sorry. It's just I guess I kind of forget that milk comes in on like a fucking diesel truck, like petrol, like
Yeah.
fucking oil, and a fucking giant.
I don't
giant
know.
Wait till you
truck,
find out
dude.
where it comes out of. Yeah.
Fucking
Mom.
big fat titties, dude.
Yeah, am I right?
Eric, that's you. I love you having a ghost problem because you served overseas, and dude, it's just at night I just hear. They're haunting me.
I didn't fight Indians. Like, how old do you think I am? Come on.
Dude, speaking of those guys, great flights today. I had great fucking flights today. Both, dude. But I got there super early. But I
had
was
two
just
flights?
hanging. I had 2. Yeah, ridiculous. I went from Austin to Dallas, which is a 1-hour flight,
Yeah, that's insane.
and then from Dallas to here, which was an hour and a half. But both of them, I didn't check in till super late. So I was boarding. I was the last boarding group, number 9. Boarding group number 9. I didn't even know they had 9. I didn't know it went that. When did you get?
I was
boarded?
C38, so I'm literally last one on the plane.
What?
Southwest does like A, B, C, like 1 through 40.
Oh, okay,
boarding
okay,
groups.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was not. I was very last.
That's
and
how I always am when I do a flight. I'm always towards the back. My
Yeah.
wife is like A5. I'm always C whatever.
Yo, dude, I was all the way in the back, but both flights, nobody in the middle seat. Fucking had total room, both sides, both flights. That was nice. Got the aisle seat on the second flight. Shit was pretty dope. And then Andrew, I think, had a panic attack.
I was middle seat having a panic attack.
You were between 2 people?
Yeah, and just 2 dudes like trying to like type on their laptops, and I'm like, deep breaths, it's okay. It's the safest mode of travel.
With your seaman shirt and your
Dude.
These girls behind me are laughing at me, and I can hear them during my panic.
How do you know they were laughing at you? Are you sure that wasn't your anxiety?
No,
Because
they're-
you do make up some shit in your head.
No,
Are you
dude,
sure
they were
weren't
literally
laughing
like,
with you.
dude, they were like, this bitch scared. So, yeah, I don't like it, dude.
I'm usually pretty good on flights. The last time I came here, and then when I was flying home, there was some turbulence, a little turbulence, and I was like, okay, and then I was starting to freak out a little bit, and then I would calm down. I was like, no, it's not that bad. And then I was sitting next to a black guy, and then like the turbulence hit, and then he started praying, and I said, "Oh fuck, we're going down, dude." I said, "This guy's like he was just rocking back and forth like nonstop praying," and I was like, "This thing's gonna go down." This guy's calling God upon us right now. We're so fucked.
My absolute favorite thing in the world is to be on a flight with black people when there's turbulence. Because I don't know what's broken in me, but I just don't care. Like, if the plane goes down, it goes down. And
Yeah.
that's just, it's a lot quicker ways to die. You know what I mean? Like, or there's a lot slower
Dude.
ways to die. But when you get on it and you hear, oh, Lord, not today, Lord, like that, and you're just like,
Dude, I watched the videos where they pull the black box recordings of the planes that crash.
Never,
and then they do the computer generated like what it looked like. They're like, this is probably what happened. Yeah, and dude, they stay calm. They stay surprisingly calm. A lot of them are
Me.
like they're not, you know what I mean? They're not, it's not a lot of American airline flights that are going down like that. That's all foreign country shit, like where they're fucking going down. Like, you know,
Malaysia Air.
and
you're
here's
like,
here's the thing. What you need to know, which is interesting, because I guess you are justified in your fear, where you said like the takeoff really scares you.
Hate it.
The takeoff and the landing are like that. Those are the two parts that get fucked up the most. Usually, like just
I thought you were going to say the safest.
Oh, so
I
I
thought
should
you were
be
gonna-
more scared.
no, he's justified. I'm
It's
telling
like,
you,
no,
he's
no, no, you
justified.
nailed it. That
Yeah.
is where you should
You
be
should be
terrified.
scared about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it at all. Dude,
Yeah, I mean,
deep
I also
breaths.
could just be making this up.
No, you're making it. Why? Because you saw Final Destination and you're like, they blew up it to start.
Oh no,
Oh,
no.
Making
just,
the chair.
just don't. He turns into the Italian guys he hates.
No, I do watch. I watch those videos though, but I don't know about that takeoff landing stuff. But I'm pretty sure the landing. I think that's when they taking off and landing is when most of them.
I mean, when
happen.
you land unsuccessfly, that's crashing. So yeah.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
true. Yeah.
All right,
So-
fuck. All right, thanks, Professor Ass Hat.
So on the flight today, we're like 30 minutes left in the flight.
I guess I
and-
wasn't using my logic. I'm sorry. No, Andrew, I'm still pissed off about this. Let me ruminate it on a little bit longer.
Okay, so someone behind me clapped really loud and went, "It's time," and I went, "No."
Wait,
They
what?
rushed the cockpit. You're like,
Yeah,
"Ah."
literally, I don't know what they were talking about, but I just heard someone clap and go, "It's time," and I'm like, I'm in fucking 9/11 now.
You know, every time I hear cockpit, I think about like what's the armpit of the crotch.
It's the space between your balls and the underneath of your
That's
penis.
what I said, but people have argued with me about that.
Well, you have your ball pit. Where
Dude,
does-
when you heard about cockfighting, we were like, "That's perfectly good chicken tenders."
No, I knew it was penises.
No, how do you think they get them? They got to strip them into shreds. You know what I mean?
Like,
They-
why are you making them fight when we could just eat them?
they still eat them afterwards?
Yeah.
Do they
Yeah.
eat them at the end?
Yeah,
Oh,
why-
sorry.
Why wouldn't you?
Sorry, Mexicans, I didn't know.
Sorry, Latin America.
What did you think they did with the thing after?
I just threw them away.
No, what?
Why would you eat a losing chicken?
Do you know what they do with them?
Fuck them.
You know they put like razor blades on their claws.
That's sick as fuck.
Yeah, they
on
put
their
razor
on their
yeah.
back ones, on that little back john. They'll put a little razor blade on
That
there. Yeah,
back
dude,
john?
The back john
Dude,
down
I
there.
wear
yeah,
razor
dude.
blades on my feet. That sounds
Yeah.
like
Well, it's the
That's
same
not-
thing as like
for me.
whenever the spy goes, and then a fucking knife comes out, of, their, out of their toe.
like
You
a
find out
Heelys,
instead of
but
pepper
very-
spray, that's what Bri carries is a hidden blade in her shoe.
Yeah.
Somebody's like, "Give me your camera," and you shink. You just kick them in the shin, run away.
Dude, the Heelys would be. I've always wanted
scary
Heelys.
Heelys.
I want Heelys.
Yeah, I've wanted
Did you
Heelys too,
have?
but I'm pro gravity.
Never had them. What does that mean?
That doesn't
Just because you have a healthy relationship with gravity doesn't mean you're pro
I
gravity.
don't know if it's healthy.
I love being.
You're right. Actually, I think most they would consider it unhealthy. Yes, but it's the I
I think
don't
you
like
need to be
this.
fluid with gravity.
I don't like this pro gravity thing.
You should talk to your witch mom and see if like someone in your family died from like falling off a cliff.
Maybe my mom thinks she was poisoned in a past life.
Okay, because apparently if someone in your family like watched someone die in a traumatic way, it'll like stick with you biologically.
I've watched
And
someone
go through
die
your
in a traumatic
genes.
way.
You
We-
watched someone die?
Yeah.
Tell me.
who did?
I'm not telling you about watching someone die on Eric's podcast.
Just leave it. Just leave it. Just leave it. It's fine. It's fine. I don't care. It's clearly.
I don't want it to stay in the table. I'm just gonna stay in the table. I don't want it to stay in the
It's
table.
alright.
I'm just gonna grab a.
Do you
Can you
wanna-
hand me a
It's-
napkin?
But
Bree?
it'll be
I don't know where
your
napkins
stain.
are here.
There's no napkins over there.
There might be napkins in
You
that
don't keep
drawer,
this place
actually.
clean. Yeah.
But,
Just grab me a
but,
napkin.
but
Just grab me a
don't.
napkin.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Hey, Bree, I think we can handle it while you go.
Yeah. Do you want to hear about my dead guy story?
Yeah, we've all seen someone die, right?
No,
No, I-
no. Hey guys, Bree is leaving. Let's pause.
All right, see you, Brie. So anyway, I found a dead guy yesterday.
Yes. Oh, you found one?
I found a dead guy outside my apartment building. Yeah.
Is that that's Philly's version of Easter egg hunting? It's just dead guys.
Well, I mean, I truly can't.
How could that have gone worse?
I mean, I can't believe you went to the worst possible fucking part of Philadelphia.
Yeah, well, the part I live in is like very gentrified. So it's technically Kensington, but it like Kensington's like 5-6 blocks
You're Kensington
away.
adjacent.
Yeah,
That's funny.
Yeah, like I can't use my train stop because there's all the fucking trank zombies out there.
So what's the deal with the dead guy? Was he like confirmed kill? Like the cops were pulling him away, or like
Yeah,
what?
dude, ambulance pulled up, threw him in a fucking bag, and drove off.
Whoa, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, well, what happened? So I'm like walking. I was walking to go get some pizza because I love gaining weight. And I walk by, and there's this one homeless dude kicking the dead guy. And so I like had my eye on it, and I was like, that's really weird. And then I like come back from the pizza. That first guy's gone. Dead guy's still there. And you know, like if someone's like dead, you know when you're at a funeral, like that's a dead body.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the feeling I had. And then literally I watched a dad like pushing a stroller walk by, and he went, piece of shit.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I call it in, and I'm like, hey, there's a homeless guy. And then the 911 operator goes, it's unhoused. And I go, well, actually, he's nothing now.
Yeah, actually, he's dead. So
He has
He's
left this
unlived.
earth.
he's unlived. He's
unlived.
Yeah.
He's unsold.
And they were
Yeah.
like, do you have Narcan? And I was like, I don't have Narcan. Because who carries Narcan? And they're like, well, I guess just leave him.
Well,
then.
yeah, you carry Narcan when you live in bigger cities, so you can Narcan people.
That's what
And
they're
then
like.
you
I'm
feel
a
like
fucking.
hero.
I'm a volunteer paramedic now.
No, unless I'm
We used to have
in on
Narcan.
the drug intake, I'm not carrying Narcan. You know what I mean?
I
Like if
think
you guys
Andrew should
partied
have
without
Narcan.
me, and then you're like, "Help! There's a fire at a party." I'm not calling the ambulance or the fire department. It's like that's on you.
Yeah,
it
I
was your
carry-
party. You handle it.
I carry a fire extinguisher and a gun with me everywhere I go. Then just cover all the bases.
Dude, yeah, the vigilantes, the kit. Yeah,
I wonder how
yeah.
many times people have Narcan someone and then walked like a block and been like, "Oh, sorry, man, the last guy got it. You should have been."
That's fine.
If you were like a block away, you could have had it.
That's my thing of just like Narcaning homeless people sleeping. They're like, I'm just fucking taking a nap, you asshole.
Yeah.
I'm fucking dead out here.
That's why I said you got to
so
poke
funny.
him first.
Yeah.
Long stick.
long stick. Yeah.
We got just like
You got a homeless stick?
right off 6th Street. They just got like dudes that like a few benches, just a couple benches where dudes will just fucking that's where they nap. That's where they have their little.
Little set.
Oh,
Do
yeah,
they
I
forever
remember.
nap?
Dude, just saw two guys just fucking totally out, dude, totally out.
You know what my mom showed me today? Speaking of 6th Street,
What?
the picture of my knee with my
Yeah, your knee got
that's
fucked
hilarious.
up. That was really bad.
That was it was so terrible.
Yeah, that
When
was
we went to
really, really
Austin,
bad.
I tripped over a brick. There was like a loose brick on the sidewalk or whatever, and I drove my knee straight into the ground,
Ugh.
and it dislocated my kneecap. And none of them saw it because they were all in front of me. And I was outside the mothership. There was probably 100 comics there trying to sign up for the open mic. I fell. None of them laughed. And that's how I knew it was bad. That all of the comics just went, oh.
Yeah, they all just went, look at this fucking spaz.
And I just hobbled over.
Old
And
ass man
You
still
guys are like,
trying.
what's wrong? Why are you, like, you look like you're in pain. I was like, I think I just broke my knee like that. And they're like, what? And I rolled up my pant leg. And
Well,
my
you know-
kneecap was like,
And Eric, he's a dickhead. So we're like, dude, like, do you need help? And he's like, no, I'm fine. I'm gonna be okay. And we're like, no, dude, you seem pretty fucked up. And he's like, no, I'm just gonna walk it off. I'm gonna walk. And I'm like, no, dude, I'll go grab your cane. We're only like a block away from your car. I'll go get your cane. He has an emergency cane.
Wait, you have
Yeah.
an emergency
He
cane?
has a cane.
I
He
keep
has
that
a cane.
thing on me,
Yeah,
you
dude.
know what I
I
mean?
can't know this
He's
about
Herman
you.
Kane. Hurt man Kane.
Hurt man
He's-
cane.
But he's yeah, and he's like, nah, I don't need it. And then we walked like 4 more blocks. And I'm like, all right, I can't fucking handle this. Give me your keys. I'm gonna go get your fucking cane.
Yeah.
But yeah, look at it. It's
so-
pretty.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So funny.
Yeah,
it's pretty
You got to send
That's
that.
gross.
Make sure you text that to Bree so
Yeah,
that way
text that to me.
we can put that in the
I'm
episode.
going to put that in my bathroom.
Didn't you pop it back in yourself?
in your bathroom?
I need some art.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. I leaned against that. What's that pizza place? You go upstairs.
Rapalo's.
Okay, yeah. And I just leaned against that like little iron fence by one of their windows, and I just popped it back in.
Oh, yeah, that's what you got to do.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Did
I
you
like
say
Bree's
Rob
just like-
Lowe's?
I don't go to
Rapalo's.
hospitals.
Oh, okay.
Rob Lowe's. Yeah.
Rapalo's.
It's all keto pizza, no carbs
awesome.
or.
The pizza.
Yeah.
All right,
We
let's
just
get
put
into
in-
this. You guys have all been here before, but for anybody listening, the whole idea behind the podcast is anytime somebody says something's the best, it's just their opinion. There's no way to prove it right or wrong, so I thought I would come up and sit down with some of my favorite people in the world and ask them the best questions. Maybe we agree, maybe we don't agree. It's usually a little bit more fun if we
Oh my
don't.
God! What if we don't agree?
Oh my gosh. Can you imagine if we didn't agree?
That just says the best slur.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Together.
Best TV mom.
What are
Well, we could be on-screen mom. It doesn't have to be
Reba's funny.
specifically.
Reba's probably Reba and Roseanne are probably the funniest.
Reba's hot, for sure.
You don't have shit.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't have every mom that's
You don't
ever
have
played.
Angie from George Lopez on there.
I do not.
She's so hot, dude. I got one of my very early boners is when she's there's a scene where she's like trying to take off a wedding dress and she's in a bra. and you just see her big fat tits.
You hear him like salivating. You see,
Yeah.
he had to
My
take
mouth's
that
watering.
fucking big swallow.
It's crazy that you said early boners.
Yeah,
One of my
Like you have a
early-
catalog of boners you
Yeah,
had in your
I-
life.
Yeah.
That wouldn't surprise me if he has one logged for every it's like journal entries.
My first boner was the "Touch My Body" Mariah Carey video.
Oh, that's one of the. Whoa.
Now you're horny.
Oh yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
All right.
Dude, when I was a kid, I saw From Dusk Till Dawn, and that has
Selma Hayek.
That has the crazy Selma Hayek scene.
Selma Hayek, she pours
Yeah.
tequila like down her leg into Quentin
yeah,
Tarantino's mouth.
she dances with a snake. It's really.
Yeah, and I'm terrified.
powerful.
I
It's
was scared
crazy.
of snakes, so it's like I was like,
yeah.
I want to look away, but I can't. It's like a train wreck.
But she wasn't a mom.
I'm
No.
thinking,
Who's this old lady with the split dye hair?
That's from the Addams Family, Morticia.
She was
No, that's
split?
the Munsters.
Monsters.
That's the Munsters. Sorry.
Wow, dude, she's like really hot for old lady.
Something about there's something about the gray streak in the hair
The skunk
is.
stripe.
Well, who is she? What's her name? Who
I
is
don't
that?
remember what her name on the Munsters was, but it was.
No, the actress.
I don't know.
Okay.
You think he doesn't know the character's name?
Yeah.
It's the actress.
Who's that mom? Is that the
That
mom?
Welcome back to Who's,
Who's
That
that?
Mom?
Guess that mommy mom. Is that it looks like the lady from
Give me a row and a column.
Is that Jamie Lee Spears? What the fuck is her name? Jamie Lee Spears? Wait,
Jamie
That's
Curtis.
Britney
Jamie Lee
Spears.
Curtis. I was thinking. Yeah, that's Zoe 101 is what I'm thinking. But yes, that
Actually, Jamie
Jamie
Lee
Lee
Curtis in
Curtis.
Freaky Friday.
She
That's
was-
pretty fun.
Yeah.
that's a great mom.
But it's not a
That's
TV
not a TV
mom.
mom.
It's a movie mom.
Jamie
Who is
Lee
it?
Curtis in Trading
Oh,
Places.
Is that-
Yeah.
Is that the mom from Home Improvement?
No. Are you talking about top right
No.
or top left?
Well,
No,
it's
top right.
Fourth row, second column, or no, fourth column, second row.
You need to number and letter these.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I didn't know I had to make a grid square for this.
Yeah, I like to move my rook to Reba 7. I believe that's checkmate on
Knight to
Roseanne.
Roseanne 4.
I think I'm gonna go. This is probably a recency bias, but Gloria from Modern Family,
Oh, that's what's her name?
Sofia Vergara.
Okay,
yeah.
all right, yes.
Well,
She
what are we-
is.
what are you
she
basing
is-
that off
Yeah,
of?
exactly. Because
She's
Best can be
funny.
open.
funny, wholesome,
Okay.
big fat titties. We got a
I was
spit
waiting.
take.
I was waiting
We
for
got a
it.
spit take.
I was like, we know why you like it. You know what's funny though is that in that show she's supposed to be like the super hot one or whatever, but as the show goes on, the gap between her and Claire definitely lessens.
Well-
like Claire catches up with her.
They
Like-
start putting Claire in like sexy outfits and stuff.
Well, they started realizing they're like, hey, wait a minute, guys. Claire might be kind of hot. Like I can just see them sitting around. Did you ever do that where like you go through all of high school and then like the last month of senior year, you're just like, hey, wait a minute, guys. Did you guys ever notice that Sarah is kind of hot?
Parley, yeah.
And everybody's just like, oh shit, she is hot. And then it's too late.
Yeah, we had that girl Harley, dude, and she got big fucking can senior year, and then it was too late because we were all mean to her for 13 years.
That'll happen.
That's what all my bullies have said about me.
That's so crazy.
They were
'cause,
like,
you know,
oh, we were mean to him, and then he got big fucking cans. No, okay.
yeah, I would have got you too, if it wasn't for those big old fucking cans you got.
for
All
those
right, so we're not
meddling
talking
boobs.
about. Let's pivot from
No.
not best looking mom.
No, we're allowed to define best in our own way.
Yes, you are. But I'm just saying, let's caveat
Yeah.
and say, what is the best TV mom
Well,
that you would want to be married to or
married.
co-parent with?
Oh,
Like which TV mom probably
Oh.
matches your parenting style?
Oh, dude, Skylar from Breaking Bad. She's literally a down bitch.
She's
will
the
protect her
worst.
kid.
That actually makes sense because she is the worst TV character of all time.
That's actually
And
not true.
You
Yeah,
would
you
look like
two would
such a
get
good
along.
dad.
What did she do wrong except support her family?
She's the worst.
What'd she
was.
do?
I don't remember. I just remember that I didn't like Breaking Bad, and she was like
no, you
8
want
out of 10 reasons.
you want
And
the fucking lady from the Kevin Smith or Kevin James show.
Oh
the
yeah,
mailman.
the Scientologist lady, Leah Remini or
Dude,
whatever.
she was down as fuck. She loved him. He was a big fat oaf that worked for a fucking trucking company or whatever. She loved him. She was so hot, so out of his league, but was always on his side.
She was down.
Yeah.
She
And
was
funny.
ride or die.
Yeah, and they would do some heinous shit, like fucking eat pizza out of the garbage disposal, whatever type shit. You know what I
Ninja
mean?
Turtle shit. I'll be on that Ninja Turtle shit.
Eating pizza in the sewer with my homies
I kick homeless people and eat dumpster pizza
with rats.
Yeah.
No, seriously though, what Skylar do wrong, dude? Fuck. I just finished Breaking Bad last week, so I'm still like hot on it.
Didn't she like? Didn't she just made everything? Didn't she get rid of like all his money and stuff like that? And
Yeah,
like,
she's a big ass narc.
She had to because the IRS was auditing her boss that she did all of the accounting work for.
yeah, because she screwed up.
No, well, she probably shouldn't have helped him do all that. But then it was like, well, if we don't pay off the IRS, they're gonna look into my shit, realize my husband sells meth,
So
cooks
you
meth.
want a wife that's gonna cook the books for you.
Yeah, you want a wife that cooks the
That's-
books.
Yeah.
Of
You want
course.
to talk to my mom.
Your
My dad was a con man. Of course, my mom could
what
cook
won't
books.
your family eat? Come on.
Vegetables.
Literally cooking the books. Best music video.
Damn.
Music videos suck.
Damn.
You just talked about Mariah Carey's "Touch My Body." And
Well, then the ones
I-
I'm jerking to.
Well, I love the all those Daft Punk ones that are synced up with that movie. So I don't know if that technically counts as a music video. I don't know if you've ever seen those. It's the Daft Punk, like they're like a cartoon alien band, but it's like they're like ripped from some like movie. So I don't know if that counts.
Is it
It's
Tron?
I only sync
No,
up
it's not
Pink
Tron,
Floyd
no.
to Wizard of Oz. That's the only music video I will ever watch.
remember when they did that on that
That was
for that
pretty
live
sick.
show? That was really cool.
That was pretty sick.
Damn, best music. This is tough. I've watched a lot of music videos.
I gotta say, but some of the first of all, I like this picture because it had like a good mix of like different genres. But now that I think about it, that Britney Spears music video was disgusting.
These
Like,
are all
it's-
pretty bad music videos. The November Rain one is
Thriller-
fucking
well, first of all,
stupid.
Thriller.
Thriller's awesome.
Thriller is one of the most watched music videos of all time.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
the
that's when
Britney Spears
that's when
one,
everybody watched one thing.
she was 16.
It was the only thing you could watch.
Yeah,
so yeah,
exactly.
that's why
Yeah.
everybody fucking watched it.
Yeah, but
It's fine.
But it's still. I
It's
mean,
fine.
whatever.
What about that video where Sabrina Carpenter makes out with Jenna Ortega?
I can't say I've seen that.
That's
one.
pretty good.
Dude, you're settling
about-
in, Andrew. You're really settling into your character. This is good, man. We know what to lean on you
It's
for.
so funny because he's 25 now, so it's like this is who he is going to be the rest of his life.
no.
There's no more There's no more character development. You've passed the tutorial stage. You're 25. It's this for the next 50 years, my friend.
Dude, when you said he'll never change after this, I farted as you were saying that.
It doesn't
on
surprise-
this Tommy Trade's couch.
Right into the ghost.
Yeah. The ghost of Eleanor Roosevelt is going to smell.
Man, I'm trying to think what fucking videos I've seen, man.
Survivor by
Shit.
Destiny's Child.
No, not that
Yeah.
one.
Kelly Rowland, Beyonce, and the other one in camouflage bikinis under a waterfall. Yes, please.
The one
shit. That video that Sia has where they put Shia LaBeouf in the cage, I kind of like that. It's just crazy. Shia
Never
LaBeouf
seen
is in a
it.
cage doing like interpretive dance.
Do you remember when
Chandelier.
Shakira was in a cage
Yes.
for She-Wolf?
Oh, I love that song. dude.
And she's just like,
Yeah.
yeah. Exactly.
That was really good. Some
Yeah.
good breathing.
When you're
Proficient.
when you're Latina, they teach you how to do that, and in kindergarten,
Yeah, dude.
they teach you how to like
Do the
move your
She-Wolf.
hips. And
Part dog.
Doing the body chains on under that shirt.
The one Meatloaf video is pretty good.
I was picturing
Not
music.
that
I was just
one.
picturing you watching microwave like Meatloaf microwave. That looks like the type
It's
of
the
content
song
you
he
like.
hums. It's the song he hums while he waits for his food to be done. He's
It
just
was
like,
a hot summer night and the beach was burning. There was fog crawling over the sand.
the meatloaf's turning, and he's just like, doom, doo, 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 doo. That's just what's going on in his head the whole
That's
time.
all of Ronaldo's YouTube. It's just meatloaf songs to meatloaf.
I actually
cooking.
think Katy Perry had some good music
Oh.
videos back in the day.
Yeah?
That's fair.
Yeah.
Oh, all of the Lights music video is great.
Yeah, unless you have epilepsy. And then
Yeah.
that's fun to turn on and be like, which one has it? And then
The Tyler the Creator one is iconic. He won the VMA for it, and that was like when he won the VMA. He got on there and he said in his acceptance speech he said a bunch of Fs, bunch of fucks and stuff, and they had to bleep it out. And my mom was like, "Oh, great! He can't accept an award without having to cuss in the middle of it." And I was like, "Wow, this guy's awesome." I was like, "Wow, this guy made my mom mad from the TV. He's my hero." But yeah, that's the one when he eats the cockroach.
oh yeah.
Yonkers?
Yes,
The Yonkers video. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great video.
Yeah.
Stab Bruno Mars in his goddamn esophagus.
It's
and
not
don't
even-
stop
oh, yeah.
until the cops.
It's
come
not
in.
like it's not even like a super great. It's fine. It's just really it's crazy that he does it. And you were watching him puke.
Best place to rip a heater.
Motherfucking on your couch.
Motherfucking St. Louis, Missouri, on the streets, brother. Best place to best place to rip a heater. Right on 6th Street in Austin, Texas, while you watch two black lesbian couple beat each other up. That was a hell of a heater.
That's
Tell
actually
you what,
Man, I watched that body cam footage.
I was about to say that's my search history.
Dude, they were a lesbian couple. They were just yelling at each other, and then I watched this one just go fucking elbow right across one's face, dude, and they started grabbing and fucking kneeing each other and shit.
Dude, yeah.
And then they just walked off together.
I will say,
afterwards,
toughest
like,
fight I've ever
nothing
been in.
happened.
Black chick.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
always the worst.
Yeah. Was she also your girlfriend?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It was
No.
a
These
lover-
were girlfriends.
a
They were in a
lover's quarrel?
relationship.
Oh yeah, that's different.
Yeah,
you know?
they were
it's
lovers.
Not domestic.
That's
Yeah.
kind of cool though. That like when two chicks are dating each other and they're mad, they can really just have it out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But like if I was mad at my wife and I just started swinging, like I go to jail forever. But if
Yeah, homosexual domestic abuse is not no one cares as much.
yeah,
Yeah.
do gay guys fight each other?
Oh yeah.
Do
Oh,
they?
dude, my brother will call me every few months and be like, "Oh yeah, we punched each other in the face."
I watched
last
a body
night."
cam footage of this guy. It was like he was hitting me with a pipe. He had a pipe and he was beating me with it the whole time.
Oh, was it a big?
And then
pipe?
he's going, he's fucking crazy, but don't take him to jail.
Yeah, that's how it
He
always
needs
is.
help. He needs help. Yeah, like they do get into it. They get into it for sure.
Yeah, they punch.
I think
each
it's actually like, yeah, it's like an actual problem in their community.
100%.
Yeah. That's what happens when you live in sin.
Yeah, that's what happens when you've been abandoned by the eyes of the Lord.
We love gays. We love gays.
Yeah.
Best place to rip a heater after you just had a
Well-
hot set and then you take a shot at the bar and then you go out on the patio and
That's-
have a fucking smoke.
So
That's
on the
nice.
screen, just for people who aren't watching, we've got behind a machine gun, on horseback, driving down the highway, or
On horseback.
yeah,
You think I've
building
ever
a
been on a horse's
building
back?
No, I'm just
That's
saying.
a hate crime.
No.
Can't do that.
That's so
I
funny.
would
It's
feel
like
bad.
that's literally a unit of measurement is horsepower, and
Oh.
and they see Bri and they're like,
On the job site is nice.
I was about to say, a smoke break on the job site,
Yeah.
even when you don't even smoke, you just go out there just because, like, that's pretty nice. I got to say, horseback's got to be, there's got to be something, like, primal about that. Like, people have been.
Primal?
Yeah.
Yeah, like when the cavemen smoke cigarettes?
Maybe, yeah. Think about how long cigarettes have been around a lot longer
Yeah,
than
some
you
pipe
think they.
tobacco, yeah.
Pipe tobacco.
Marlboro Red.
Yeah. Ooga booga Winston Salem, ooga booga.
Make fire, can't smoke cig yet.
Yeah. I'm just glad you didn't say anything about menthols. 'cause
That's
that could
so
be
funny, dude.
racist.
A caveman just wants a cig so bad, but he's scared of fire, so he can't light it. He just wants to
Frankenstein?
yeah, dude.
Frankenstein.
He just wants to smoke so bad.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
but yeah, Frankenstein's scared.
I will say ripping a heater behind a machine gun makes you feel pretty awesome.
I bet
you
that's
done
fun.
that?
Yeah.
I bet it's a good time.
That's
I've
why
lit-
it's on there.
Dude,
That's
I
his
lit-
photo.
Yeah, exactly. I lit a cigarette with the tip of a machine gun one time.
That's sick. While you mowed down a couple cavemen.
Whoa, you can't call them
They
that,
were like,
dude.
"Hey,
I know
can
they're
I
from
bum-"
another country, but you can't call them
They
cavemen.
live in caves.
Can I bum a long dart?
They still do it. They held Tony Stark in one.
He's not wrong. I mean, I see the logic. It's
Tony Stark?
Tony
The
Stark.
fictional guy?
No, he's real. Don't worry about.
All right. I ain't smoking no cigarette on a horse, bro. That feels disrespectful.
It
Why?
does. It feels disrespectful.
Yeah, cig on a horse just
You
seems
feel like
wrong.
a cowboy? You feel like a soldier coming home from war?
Start a fucking brush fire, dude. Not safe.
Nah, I'm not on the beach. He's on the beach.
Okay, so you're gonna ash in the fucking ocean?
I like how your logic is, I'll call it as a brush fire or not. I shouldn't smoke on top of an animal.
Yeah, he's leading, so he's not gonna get any of the smoke.
I mean, yeah, if you
I
put the
guess,
cigarette
I don't know.
out on the horse's neck, yeah, that's a dick move. But
dude, the cops on 6th Street, they have like horse cops. Those horses are definitely like getting all secondhand smoke, like cigs
It's
and
so
weed
funny.
smoke the whole time.
It's so funny the horses are smoking.
They just got those like long cigarette holders from like the 20s.
That's a tough beat.
the Cruella de Villes.
I was picturing a horse dressed as a police officer solving crime.
Hey, keep it moving, buddy.
Hey, stop right there. What about a sulking cig?
When something bad happens.
You mean like huddled in a doorway while it's like raining and the wind's going and you're just like on your last nerve? That's,
I was thinking more like
I don't even
just-
smoke cigarettes, but this I
just
I
a
can
second
relate.
to yourself where you're like, one of those.
Yeah, that's a good cig.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good cigarette. Yeah. Cigarettes are back, dude.
I love
They're
cigs.
Cigarettes
so
are
back.
cool.
They're so
they're
back.
so
love 'em
cool.
so much.
They're so back. I like how we
cool
went
as
from
fuck.
like cigarettes are terrible, and then vapes came out, and now I see people vape so many times now. I'm just like, be a man, smoke a cigarette.
Cigarettes
Well,
are
Augie
good.
was cracking me up because he was like, I don't smoke robots
Yeah,
over the weekend, so he wouldn't take my vapes.
Yeah, wait till fucking Skynet gets out. I'll smoke a couple fucking robots.
We think he means like mowing them down. He's just like,
I'm sucking
it
off the
so
T1000.
wet?
how'd you get those stains on your shirt, Andrew?
Was that the end of the podcast?
Yeah, I guess
It's
so.
over.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for Ronaldo and Andrew and Bri for coming on. We'll see you next week. Bye.